It has been a couple weeks, a little over a couple weeks, since I put up the ShelterLogic greenhouse in a box to help dry the mini firewood. So let me grab a few pieces and I'll give you an update. Whew, it is a hot one in there today. But here's some mini firewood, so let's take a look and see just how well this is dried down. All right, so I have 3 pieces of cherry and 3 pieces of maple there. I'm gonna crack these open and we're gonna check the moisture percentage on the inside. So it's been, like I said, a little over 2 weeks since this wood has been put in the ShelterLogic greenhouse. And when I put it in there, I did a test, if you remember back to that video, and the cherry was sitting between 26 and 32%. There was a couple pieces that were freshly split that were upwards of 36% on the inside. Everything on the outside was, you know, in the mid-teens, and it was dry on the outside, but the cherry was between 26 to say 33, 32 on the inside. The maple was on the inside 24 to 26 was like the average of the couple pieces that I tested. So we're gonna do let's do the maple first. Let me just crack this thing open and we'll see from, we'll say, you know, 25%. That's what the maple was sitting at. So it was at 25%. Let's take a check and see what it's at now. 15. Perfect. Oh, shoot. I dropped it. But I can tell which piece is the inside because this is a little darker than that. So this is definitely the inside. Let's take a reading of that. 15% as well. All right, let's check another piece. This piece we have, 14%. 1% better. Let's check this as well. Ah, come on, stay on. %. I'm liking it. 15, 14, that's down 10%. So let's do one more piece of the maple, just because I have it here. And we'll see what this one is reading. 13%. Holy smokes, it just keeps getting better, folks. 13% there. So 15, 14, and 13, down from 25% on the first. So 18 days, 10% drop. All right, now for the cherry. Now the cherry was a little higher. We had some that were up towards the low 30s for the cherry. So let's see what this is at. I don't want to send these flying, so I know for sure which is the inside. 12%. 12%. Going down again. Every reading has dropped a percentage. I like it. All right, let's do another piece of cherry. Make sure we get the inside here. 15%. 16%. All right, we're going back up, but still under 20. So definitely ready to go. And our last sample here is at, 12%. And 12%. All right. So we are sitting at, what is that, 95 degrees in here today. I think it's only about 70, upper 70s here for the outside air temperature. So all of this cherry that I had put in here on the first, all of this ready to go. All this maple up here also ready to go. Those readings, so 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, we dropped down, we'll say on average 10%. Very nice. Now the one thing I think that is a big advantage in this setup dealing with the mini firewood, besides the fact that this is, mini firewood, so obviously small pieces of wood are going to dry out much quicker than regular size firewood. But I think the other advantage with using this greenhouse is just that there is plenty of open space. So I think I get the natural, I've got the bottoms open on each side. So I think that as the air warms up in here, I think there's plenty of space for that moisture to come off the wood and then kind of just hang out in this hot, warm air and then eventually make its way out either end. I have not put up the fans because I wanted to do a test with just a couple weeks to see how this would go without fans in the window. So I've not put the fans up. And I'm thinking that the air is moving through here and heating things up just fine without the fan. So I'm not sure. What I'll probably do is the next batch that I bring in here, like fresh, kind of like what this stuff was, then I might put a fan on one end and see if that makes any difference. But for now, during these past 18 days, I have not run any fans. It's all just been, air coming in the bottom, heating up in here. Like today, like I said, now we're almost up to 100. Just the air heating up and then just the greenhouse naturally doing its what it's designed to do. So I'm going to call it around 10% drop in moisture percentage in 18 days, 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks to get the mini firewood from the mid 20s and 30s down to under, I think the highest reading we had was 15%, so under 20%. And 20% is usually the target moisture percentage that you kind of aim for as far as considering something ready to burn. So all of that mini firewood in there, I believe, ready to go, ready to burn, which is great. Now, like I said, what I want to do is on the next batch that I get split up, I want to put that in there, but then add a fan. The only factor that's going to come into play is the fact that we are now getting towards the end of August, so the days may not be as hot as far as the outside air temperature, but I'm not sure if that will affect, when the sun is out, I don't know. If the sun is out shining on the greenhouse and the air temperature is lower outside, will the air temperature inside still heat up? I don't know, we'll have to see. It may actually benefit having the cooler air outside kind of getting pulled in on the bottom and then the warmer air going out each end on the top. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So maybe I'll have to do, now that I'm thinking about this and rambling on here, maybe I'll actually have to do 2 more experiments. I'll have to do one with fans, one without, with the cooler daytime temperature. All right, so let's just head back in the greenhouse one more time. Take a look around. Yes, everything in here, all of this cherry, all of that maple, ready to go for heat treatment. It's now seasoned, it's dry, it's ready to burn. One last step before it's ready to head on down the road, which, by the way, I wanted to give a big shout out to everyone who, you'll be seeing this on Tuesday. Over the weekend on Sunday, I had several orders come in. I think it was like 6 or 7 orders came in over the weekend. They all shipped out today, which is Monday. So if you order some mini firewood this weekend and some racks, thank you very much. If you have and a need for some mini firewood now that it's becoming, you know, outdoor patio season in the evening. Time to have a little tabletop fire going. If you need any firewood or if you want a mini firewood rack, the link is down in the description. Head on over there, check it out, pick yourself some up, and who knows, some of this wood sitting right here, this could be getting put in a box and heading your way because it is ready to burn. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this little update. Once again, the ShelterLogic greenhouse in a box when it comes to drying down mini firewood anyway. It's definitely working. It's 2.5 weeks, 10% moisture drop. I think that's pretty good. But let me know what you think down in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.